Today we are continuing our three variable systems, but we're looking at real world applications, which of course means word problems, everybody's favorite. So our first step with these is we need to write the system, meaning our three equations, based on the information we're given. So let's look at this first problem. Marina has $24,500 to invest. She's dividing that money into three different accounts. At the end of the year, she made $1,300 in interest. The annual yield on each of the three accounts was 4%, 5.5%, and 6%. If the amount of money in the 4% account was 4 times the amount of money in the 5.5% account, how much had she placed in each account? All right, so we have three variables here. Let's define them. I'm going to use X, Y, and Z. So we've got three different accounts, and my variables are going to be the amount of money in each of those accounts. So I'm going to let X be the amount in the 4% account. I'm going to let Y be the amount in the 5.5% account. And I'm going to let Z be the amount of money in the 6% account. So I need to write three equations, 1, 2, and 3. The first thing I can do is if I know she invested $24,500, that means the sum of those amounts in the three accounts, X, Y, and Z, is going to be $24,500. Okay? Then the second equation is going to come from the interest. I'm earning $1,300 in interest over the course of a year. So what that means is 4% of however much I put in the X account, and then 5.5% of the amount in the Y account, and 6% of the Z account is going to add to 1,300. So we convert each of those percents to a decimal, so that's going to be 0.04 times X, plus 0.055 times Y, plus 0.06 times Z is going to give me my interest of $1,300. My third equation is going to come from if the amount of money in the 4% account is 4 times the amount in the 5.5% account. Well, X is the amount in the 4% and Y is the amount in the 5.5%. So that means that X is going to be equal to 4 times Y. Okay. I've got my three equations, I've defined my variables. Now this is the same technique you've been using to solve systems before, substitution or elimination. Well, I already have X isolated here, so I'm going to substitute this into equation 1. So I'm going to say in equation 1, this is now 4y plus Z equals 24,500. So 5y plus Z is my equation A. All right, I am going to go ahead and substitute this again into equation 2. So that's going to be 0.04 times 4y plus 0.055y plus 0.06z equals 1,300. When I multiply that out, that's going to be 0.16y. Still have the 0.55y. So I combine my like terms of 0.16 and 0.55 to get 0.215y plus 0.06z equals 1,300. And here's my equation B. So now between equation A and equation B, I need to eliminate a second variable. Well, I'm going to go ahead and use elimination here. I've got Z and 0.06z. So if I multiply equation A by negative 0.06, my Z's will cancel. So what that's going to get me is negative 0.3y minus 0.06z equals negative 1,470. Combine my like terms, negative 0.085y equals negative 170. Divide, and I get that y is 2,000. So there's my first variable. I need to find two more. So y is 2,000. If I plug that into equation 3, I can get x. X is going to be 4 times 2,000, which is 8,000. So there's x. Now I need to find z. So I can plug x and y into any of my equations. I'm going to go with equation 1 because smaller numbers. 8,000 plus 2,000 plus z equals 24,500. Well, that's going to be 10,000. If I subtract 10,000, I find that z is 14,500. So my ordered triple is 8,000, comma 2,000, comma 14,500. And what that means in the context of my problem and my variables is that Marina is investing $8,000 in the 4% account, $2,000 in the 5.5% account, and $14,500 in the 6% account. And I'm running out of room there, but that's the word account. Okay, let's do this again. Mrs. Farnsby is working 3 jobs. Her total income is $48,000. Her income from teaching is $6,000 more than her income from house painting, and then royalties from her textbook sales is 1/7 of the total money she received from teaching and house painting. So again, I need to define my 3 variables. In this case, we're talking about income from different jobs. So I'm going to let X be the money from teaching. I'm going to let Y be the money from painting. And I'm going to let Z be the money from her textbook royalties. So again, I now need 3 equations. If her total income is $48,000, that means X plus Y plus Z is going to be $48,000. She receives $6,000 more from teaching than she does from painting, so that means that X is going to be equal to Y plus $6,000. And then her textbook sales, Z, is 1/7 of her total from teaching and painting. So what I'm going to do first is just rewrite this equation 3. I want to get rid of that fraction. If I multiply by 7 on both sides, then that's going to be that 7Z is equal to X plus Y. All right, so now I've got my 3 variables, 3 equations. Let's solve. I can use substitution again. This equation 2 is already set up that X is equal to Y plus 6,000, so I'm going to substitute that here. So Y plus 6,000 plus Y plus Z equals 48,000. So that's going to be 2Y plus Z equals 42,000. I got the 42,000 from subtracting 6,000. So that's my equation A. Now I'm going to substitute this again into my changed equation 3. So 7Z is equal to Y plus 6,000 plus Y. I'm going to rearrange this so all my variables are on one side. That's going to give me 2Y. I'm going to move it over. 2Y plus 7Z equals 6,000. And there's equation B. Now my Y's are going to cancel between equation A and equation B without me doing any kind of manipulation. So I'm going to go ahead and just combine them as is. So I'm going to get that 8Z is equal to 48,000, which means that Z is 6,000. Now that I know Z, I can plug this back into either equation A or equation B. I'm going to go with equation A because smaller numbers. So 2Y plus 6,000 is equal to 42,000, which means 2Y is equal to 36,000, which means that Y is 18,000. Now that I know Y, I can plug this into equation 2 to solve for X. 18,000 plus 6,000 equals 24,000. So there's my X. So my ordered triple is going to be 24,000, 18,000, I'm missing a 0 there, and 6,000. So what this means in the context of my problem is that Ms. Farnsby is earns 24,000 from teaching, 18,000 from painting, and 6,000 from her textbook royalties. Okay, let's do this one more time. I've got another good investment problem. Anne is investing $12,000 in stocks, bonds, and a mutual fund. She received 10% from the stock return, 8% return from the bond, and 12% from the mutual fund. Her total return was $1,230. If the total investment in stocks and bonds equaled her mutual fund investment, how much did she invest in each? So again, first step, define our variables, X, Y, and Z. I'm going to let X be the amount she's investing in stocks. I'm going to let Y be the amount she's investing in bonds. and I'm going to let Z be the amount she's investing in the mutual fund. Okay, let's write 3 equations. If she's investing a total of $12,000, that means X plus Y plus Z is going to be 12,000. And then we have more information about interest again, so I need to convert each of those percents to a decimal. So 10% is 0.1 in X, 8% is 0.08 on Y, 12% is 0.12 for Z, and that gives me $1,230. Then my last equation comes from the total invested in stocks and bonds equals the mutual fund. Well, that's going to be that X plus Y equals Z. All right, I've got my variables, I've got my 3 equations. Let's solve. I can use substitution again. So in equation 1, I'm going to have X plus Y equals 12,000. So equation A is going to be 2X plus 2Y equals 12,000. All right, I can also do substitution again, or I can do elimination. I'm thinking what's going to be best here, if we are eliminating Z, is going to be to do elimination between equations 1 and 2. So I have 1Z and I have 0.12Z. So if I multiply equation 1 by negative 0.12, what I'm going to get is negative 0.12X minus 0.12Y minus 0.12Z equals negative 1,440. I'm leaving equation 2 the same. And so my resulting equation B is negative 0.02X minus 0.04Y. My Z's cancel. That's going to equal to negative 210. So now between equations A and equations B, I need to use substitution or elimination again. I think elimination is going to be a better route here. And I have 2 options. I can cancel my X's or my Y's. My X's, I have 2X and negative 0.02X. So if I multiply equation B by 100, that is going to get me negative 2X minus 4Y equal to negative 21,000. So my X's cancel, negative 2Y is equal to negative 9,000. If I divide by negative 2, I find that Y is 4,500. Now that I know Y, I can plug this back into one of my equations to get X. I'm going to go with equation A. 2X plus 2 times 4,500 equals 12,000. So 2X is going to be equal to 3,000, which means that X is 1,500. Now that I know X and Y, I'm just going to plug back into equation 3. 1,500 plus 4,500 is equal to Z, which means Z is 6,000. So my ordered triple is 1,500, 4,500, 6,000. And in the context of my problem, my complete sentence for what I just showed is that Anne is investing $1,500 in stocks, $4,500 in bonds, and $6,000 in the mutual fund. So on your homework, what I'm going to be looking for is that you've defined your variables, written your equations, and then after you're solving and getting your ordered triple, you're writing a complete sentence explaining what those values mean in the context of the variables that you defined at the very beginning.